Hey everyone, Joe here with DaftSurvival, and I'm here to talk about a fairly new knife from the Benchmade knife company. This is a pretty sexy knife right here. What I have for you today is the Benchmade Volli, serial number 1,000,001. This is a pretty fantastic knife, and I want to tell you guys a little bit about its features. First off, just if I can sum it up, this is a damn good knife. And it's my new personal EDC. It's a sexy knife, and let's talk about it. As you can note, first off, if we want to talk about some features, the most distinctive part, I think, is this beautiful handle. That's milled G10. It's very sturdy, and I've personally never seen anything that looks quite like this knife, so I'm a big fan of it. Very original looking. G10 is a very tough material, so it's a very good thing to make handles out of. On top of that, the liners for this knife are milled steel, and if you take a look inside, you can't really see it particularly well from here. Maybe you can catch glimpses, but they've cut out some holes in there to reduce the weight. The weight as it stands right now, I believe, is about 4.28 ounces. So yeah, milled steel liners. Now obviously what you guys are all curious about is the blade. And that is what makes this knife sexy. This blade right here, as you can see, it's covered with Benchmade's coating, but as you can see, boom, right there, S30V steel. Which is an incredibly premium knife-making steel. Definitely a pleasure to have it on this knife, and that's actually the reason I bought it. I was looking for a knife with S30V. S30V steel has little bits of vanadium stuck in there, and you guys can all go ahead and look that up. But what's cool about it is that it's super hard. It's got about, I think, 4% vanadium in there. You know, plenty of chromium to give it great rust resistance on top of the coating. But S30V really does not dull, especially not quickly. From what I gather, it's a bit of a bear to sharpen, but that's not really an issue because, well, it's S30V. It takes a long time to dull, so sharpening won't be too much of an issue. And the best part about it is it's a Benchmade, so as long as you bought it through a retailer or something like that, you can always send it back to Benchmade and they'll sharpen it for free. All you got to do is pay $5 for shipping. They'll also give you a full inspection of your knife, and they'll replace anything that's covered under the warranty that happens to suck. Benchmade's a really incredible company for reasons like that, so I think that this is an incredible knife to have for that reason exactly. So yeah, we have right here milled G10 handles with steel liners, so very, very strong lockup here. S30V steel. As I'm sure you guys saw, this is an assisted opening knife. Just give it a little bit of a bump, and it springs right open for you, which is awesome. I can't really emphasize enough just how much fun this is to do. So spring assist, excellent. It's an axis lock, which is, through my own experiences and from what I've heard from virtually everyone else everywhere, the axis lock is one of the strongest lockups there is. It puts all the weight of the blade up against this stop pin right here, and the stop pin you just kind of retract like that, and that's how you get the knife to go back. It doesn't really take all too much force to come out, but at the same time, it's not negligible. I'd say probably, you know, a couple of pounds. I personally would not worry about this knife opening up in my pocket because it is a pretty significant amount of force, and the direction you need to push it is something that I wouldn't really worry about snagging in your pants pocket. But as you can see right here, this guy, we've got a safety. Engage the safety, and that is not popping open. Knife will not open. Pop it open again. Boom. Knife's ready to go. Purpose of use for this is probably just going to be EDC. The blade length is about 3 It's like 3.23 inches long, so I live in Colorado. I can't have anything bigger than 3.5. So this fits the bill perfectly for me, and you know, you usually wouldn't need bigger than 3.5 for anything else. So the blade length is perfect for me. The weight is, you know, negligible, forgettable. So I think the weight's just perfect for that. So yeah, it's an EDC knife. Carry it with you everywhere. All right, let's talk about performance now. This is a Benchmade. For most people, enough said. Benchmade puts a ton of quality into their knives. This is the first Benchmade that I've ever actually owned personally, but it's sharp as hell. Factory edge went through everything. I've been using it for a few days now on, you know, things like a little bit of cardboard and stuff like that. Let's see how the edge holds up. Haven't sharpened it since. Whee! You know, it just goes right through stuff. I'm not particularly good at holding the paper correctly, but it does work very, very nicely. You know, you can get some nice curvy cuts in there. It just goes where you want it to. I'm really, really bad at holding this paper correctly. It's just getting a nice bend, and that's no commentary on the knife. As you can see, it goes through like butter. So yeah, very functional in cutting that. If you're using it as an EDC tool, is it going to cut things that you might want to cut normally? Yeah, fuck, that thing just popped off. Delicious. Look at these thin ash slices. I'm curious just how thin I can get it. But yeah, fuck, look at that. Like, this is a teeny slice of apple. Delicious. All right, last thing to talk about, guys. Value. Is this thing a good value? Before getting too much into the specifics of it, that's going to be an unequivocal yes for me. I got this here Benchmade from my friends at BladeHQ.com. The black variety right here was about $104.99. $99, so under $100 for the satin finish from Blade HQ. Good luck catching it in stock though. For $100, it's a very good value. The S30V, incomparable. The Mil G10 is excellent, especially with the steel liner. Lightweight, great looking blade, very unique looking blade. It's got a certain kind of sex appeal to it, a little bit of masculinity to it, I think. This is a man's knife for sure. I've actually got kind of small hands, but it fits in my hands pretty well. It's a Benchmade. It's going to hold up. It's under their awesome warranty. They'll fix it. All you have to do is ship it to them if you break it, as long as you didn't break it doing something stupid. And even if you, for instance, do break the, you know, blade throwing it or something stupid, Benchmade will replace the blade for $35 or something like that. Go check out the details from their website. But it's a good deal. $100, this is an incredible value, I think. And I don't feel bad in the slightest for getting it. I don't know why I would. Overall, if I had to rate it, 10-point scale, I've never done a scale rating before. I'd have to say 8.5. It's not perfect, but it is incredible. What would I like to see for it? Maybe some jimping up top here. That'd be nice. I don't know what else. It's not perfect. It is fantastic. The knife is sharp, feels good in the hand, but I feel if it were going to be a 10, it would jump out and speak to me that it's a 10. 8.5 is what I'm sticking with. I'd like to see it handle a little bit better. Overall, though, fantastic knife. This guy was new, introduced, I'm pretty sure, at the SHOT Show for 2013, so it's only been available for about a month or two. I think I'm actually the first YouTube reviewer to put a full review on it, but this is a damn good knife. I expect these to get very popular. It's in Benchmade's Barrage series. Very sexy. It's a Benchmade. They'll take care of you. Go out and get one, guys. That's all I got to say. Joe with DaftSurvival signing off. Thanks for watching.